Friends, now discuss geography. Okay, our first now model is August Loss model. Okay, in 1940, a noted economist August Loss developed a general theory of location with the major emphasis on demand. Okay, here major emphasis on demand. 1940, noted he is an economist. Okay, August Loss developed a general theory of location with the major emphasis on demand. Less, okay, less August Loss sought to draw attention to the making factor and the idea of maximization, maximum profits related to scale revenue. What is the aim of this theory? Okay, Loss sought to explain the size and shape of market areas within which a location would command the largest revenue. Okay, so here Loss sought to explain the size and shape of market areas within which a location would command the largest revenue. Okay, assumptions and an isotropic surface. Okay, here he told some assumption. He gave some assumption. Okay, so here an isotropic surface, constant supply of goods and supply, population in evenly distributed. Demand decreases with an increase in price. If the price increases is the result of an increase in transport cost. Okay, the price increases in the result of the increase in transport cost. Okay, so the demand would decrease with shaped, or sorry, demand would decrease with distance from a particular center. The demand curve would be cone shaped and the market area circular. Entrepreneurs act as economic men, their main aim being profit maximization. Entrepreneurs act as economic man, their main aim to bring profit maximization. So here a derivation of maximum market area. So here you can see, okay, so it is a core point. Here cone is like cylindrical. So so here is center of market. It is distance here, and demand. Okay, so here is industrial location theory now discuss. So here is it is a core area. Okay, is circle. Here is mainly curve now, demand curve, demand and distance. Okay, distance increase, demand decrease. Okay, so it is now. So you can see it's. So next. Statement. There are many producers located on the plane. Each of them is equidistant from the other, so their market areas are circular. The size, okay, the size of the market area is dependent on the number of entrepreneurs. Okay, size of the market dependent on number of entrepreneurs. Producers, as producers increases in number, the market area becomes smaller and smaller, and profits are competitive away. Okay, competitive away. Many circular areas have some places unserved between circles. Okay, many circular areas leave some places unserved between circulars and producers more closer, which creates overlapping areas which are doubly starved. Thus, hexagonal development develop. Finally, when the plane is packed with producers, a maze of hexagons develop. Each product will represent a different size market area. That is the size of the hexagonal variety varies. Okay, So there are many producers located, okay, on the plane. Okay, each of them is equidistant from the other. So their market area are circular. The size of the market area is depending on the number of entrepreneurs and producers. As producers increases in number, the market area becomes smaller and smaller, and profits are competed away. Many circular areas leave some places unserved between circles, and the producers moved closer, which creates overlapping areas which are doubly served. The hexagons develop. Finally, when the plane is packed, okay, with producers, a mesh of hexagons develop. Each product will represent a different size market area. That is, the size of the hexagon varies. So derivations of hexagonal market area. So here you can see the derivation of hexagonal market areas. So it is, you can see all our market area. Okay, so okay, losche sought to find a special structure that would be efficient for both the producer and the consumer. This was done by identifying a point which could be the center for each of the 150 different hexagonal market areas. To identify it, losche arbitrarily choose just one production center from the entire set of production points established on the planes. He arranged the nets hexagons so that these one centers was common to all them. Okay, to them all. So here 150 hexagonal markets. Okay, to identify it, and losche arbitrarily choose just one production center from the entire set of the production points established on the project plans. He arranged the nets hexagons so that this one center was common to them all. Next. So here is this diagram, lesson of hexagons around the central point. Okay, here you can see in the hexagon. Okay, so it is the central point. So here now all the hexagonal now serially they are also located. So first it is second, it is the first. Okay, and then second, then three, fourth. Okay, all are now here. You can see. Okay, so it has come to here. Okay, so next he then rotated the hexagons around the central point, okay, and brought them to rest. The maximum number of hexagons considered sectors thus emerged, arranged alternately, so that 6 sectors had many economic activities, points of maximum demand, and 6 others had relatively few. The points of maximum demand will emerge as concentration of industry. So here highest concentration of hexagons. 6 other 6 sectors very mainly is described. Okay, here 12 sectors are thus emerge and arranged alternately, so that 6 sectors had many economic activities. Okay, 6 sectors had many economic activities. So next, theoretical arrangement, market areas, and then derivation. So here you can see in the diagram theoretical arrangement of the market and the derivation. Here all are hexagonal now is seen. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3. Okay, all are now cover the whole area, and it is now completely distributed from, and it is throughout the outside area. So it is from center to the outside area. So it is thrown. Okay, next. Okay, next what tell us limitation of this theory. The theory is abstract in nature. It has failed to take into account the problems arising from location independent independence of plans. It overemphasis demand. Market for eco products does not occur in isolation. Here you can see it is abstract. It has failed to take into account the problems arising from locational interdependence of plants. It overemphasizes demands. Market for products does not occur in isolation at the developed location equilibrium between a farm and its market, therefore rarely occurs using the profit maximization philosophy, because as more firms appear, profits and eroded and optional locational circumstances change. Less circulation of market demand was too crowded, okay, and ignored many of the difficulties and entrepreneurs would encounter in trying to estimate demand as a basis for the economic locational decision. However, the market-oriented approach does have some validity for consumer industries such as brewing, furniture assembly, and baking. So here, however, the market-oriented approach does have some validity for consumer industries such as brewing, furniture assembly, and baking. So now we discuss, and next we discuss next slide, next video, the David M. Smith's concept. Okay, so thank you, friend. I think it will be help to you. So thank you.